So, have you ever closed your eyes and just stared at the sun? No? Why not? Are you afraid of the sun? Are you afraid of finding out something you didn't know about it before? And that's the one thing that you're told you know enough about to not question it. Every time you wake up, you look at it. I know you glance at it. You see things that it's shining upon. But yet, do you take the time to just close your eyes and stare at that motherfucker for a while? If you don't take the time to close your eyes and stare at it, to try to look at it at least, then you have even less authority to say what you have to say about it. I mean, I know this has a lot to do with the flat earth, blah blah, but it's kind of upsetting that a lot of people aren't willing to admit that they don't know shit. It's upsetting. Well, it used to be really upsetting because people aren't willing to say, I don't know. I don't know. You ask them a question, and odds are that person should start every single sentence with, I've been told such and such. Seems simple, but no, they're not gonna do it. When you ask them what's 2 + 2, they should say honestly, well, I've been told it equals 4. Right? That's a true statement. Or, God forbid, say, is the earth round? And they honestly should be honest with you and themselves and say, I don't know, but I've been told that it's such and such. What does the earth taste like? Well, it all depends on where you start tasting it. Right? Is that an honest question? Are you honestly willing to say that you don't know? Hmm? Huh? Don't stare at the sun. I'm staring at it. See? I'm looking right at it. I shouldn't be able to do this, right? I should be like, ah! But I'm looking right at it. I'm looking right in its face. Now see, if I didn't look at it with my eyes closed first, then this would probably hurt a little worse. But since I'm really not afraid to make mistakes, and obviously my motivation is resentment of other people's inability to admit that they just don't fucking know. And I'll be the first person to raise my hand and say, well, I don't fucking know. And it seems like the more books I open up, the less there is inside them to find out these answers. The only reason why I can say that is because you look at, say for instance, like clouds. If you were to look in an encyclopedia 50 years ago about clouds, it'd say something like they're in the sky and they're caused by moisture evaporating and such, and they're like, maybe, they're kind of round, sometimes they're not so round. But now you look in an encyclopedia about clouds and you will just just do it, I dare you, and try to find a freaking, one that doesn't explain these strips in the sky that say, well, those are chemtrails, or contrails, anyway. Reverse psychology works too. You should try it. And I am saying, stare at the sun, kids. Try this at home. I'm looking right at the sun. And I'm not burning or dying. I just noticed that there's this thing called the sun. I'm looking at it. It's looking at me. And I don't know. I do that every once in a while. Things that I'm told not to do. I don't know. Shit happens. And then I look at the sun. I'm looking right at the sun. I'm looking right at it. Is it a different sun when I was a child, to where obviously it's because I stared at the sun with my eyes closed first, and now I'm staring at it with my eyes open. Which brings me to these particle physics people and these quantum physics people and these professors of physics and the shit that's way out there that we can't really test and prove. We just gotta take their word for it. I want them to study government. Study government like they study the black holes. Right? They should be able to go, oh, okay, the itsy bitsy black hole started working for the government. Right? They should be able to put all these things together because they're quantum physics majors or they're really good at math, but yet, do they work for the government? Do these physicists work for the government because they're so good at math? No, probably not. Because, like I said, too much accountability gets you fired. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that I can stare at the sun and you can't because you're afraid of doing shit that you're told not to do. Sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Yep.
Have a good day, man. I'm gonna go upload this video after I drink some yucky Starbucks coffee. It's yucky. Anyway, 14 minutes. Gotta keep this under 15 minutes because of all the satanic statues that are being put up. Suddenly, people are saying, "Oh, suddenly that's a satanic statue." Well, if I was to show you all the satanic statues that have always been up, you'd call me crazy. You'd say, no, just this one is. No, I'll just go stare at the sun.